cicada, there a cicada. Everywhere a cicada. Well, it's happening. We were warned it would. Like a solar eclipse, it's pretty rare, but the time has come. And if you suffer from entomophobia or the fear of insects, it's soon going to be time to find a good indoor place to hide, because in just a few short weeks, in fact, in some places, it may have already started, the cicadas are coming. So keep your eyes and ears open and stay tuned as we take you on a short, informative bug tour of one of nature's most interesting brood of bugs. To start, cicadas, in case you don't know, are a bug. A big bug, well, relatively. It's not like a Goliath bird eater spider or anything. Cicadas around the globe range from about 2 to 7 centimeters. But the ones emerging in the US tend to be close to 5 centimeters. They are winged insects with short antennae and look similar to a grasshopper. They have 2 prominent eyes set wide apart and are considered poor jumpers. Though if you've ever had one jump in your face, you may disagree on what's considered poor. Luckily for us, they don't bite or sting and are generally considered a beneficial insect. They provide a valuable food source for birds and other predators and aerate the soil while providing water filtration. They also add nutrients to the soil as they decompose back to the ground. So compared to, say, stink bugs or the spotted lanternfly, both non-native and invasive species, cicadas are pretty good. Their biggest claim to fame, however, is their singing ability. It's not actual singing, but it is loud. Cicadas are known for their distinct buzzing noise that they produce, often heard during the warm months of the year. This sound is primarily generated by male cicadas as a mating call to attract females. The noise is created by specialized structures called tymbals located on the sides of their abdomens. When the male cicada contracts its muscles, the tymbals buckle inward, producing a clicking sound. This rapid vibration of the tymbals results in the characteristic buzzing noise. And this noise can sometimes be quite loud, up to 120 decibels. Interestingly, different species of cicadas produce unique sounds, allowing researchers to identify them based on their distinct calls. Now, if this was 1 or 2 bugs making this noise, no big deal. But the cicada's other claim to fame is that every so often, there are a lot of them. A lot. Like a lot. And this year, 2024, happens to be one of those years. For the first time since 1803, 2 broods, 19 and 13, will co-emerge. The broods are a 13-year brood and a 17-year brood, meaning they only re-emerge from the ground in those intervals. Brood 13 is the 17-year one and will be less widespread. If you're in Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and potentially Michigan, you'll get a chance to see this group. Brood 19 should start to emerge mid-May, and their coverage is a bit larger, including Alabama, Alaska, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. If you noticed, I mentioned Illinois in both of those lists, so good luck if you live there. Some states, like Pennsylvania, that periodically get large emerging broods will actually be spared from this year's massive emergence. They will, however, still see the yearly cicadas that appear annually between July and September. So how much is a lot? Well, according to bug researchers, we're talking around 1 million, wait for it, per acre. That could easily reach numbers in the hundreds of trillions. We're talking Egyptian plague here. We'll remind you that cicadas are harmless to humans and pets. But if you live in the states where these bugs will be at high numbers, Well, you can expect to have bugs near you, on you, if you venture outdoors. You will definitely be able to hear them. And just like birds that do their business occasionally on unsuspecting humans below, cicadas could follow suit and do the same. Ew, bug pee. Cicadas emerge from the ground to mate and restart the life cycle. Once they emerge from the ground, they have an adult lifespan of about 2 months. The males produce the sound we hear to attract the females. They mate, and then the female cuts a slit into the bark of a twig and lays her eggs. When the eggs hatch, the nymphs drop to the ground where they burrow into the soil and live underground for most of their lives. They dig down to the depths of about 8 feet, usually near roots of trees where they feed on sap. Cicadas go through nymphal stages, and in the final one, they emerge from the ground and molt, or shed their skins, on a nearby plant or tree. The abandoned exoskeletons remain behind, still clinging to the tree or plant. You may have found, or stepped on, one of these exoskeletons before. If you're not familiar with what they are, they can be freaky or intimidating, but again, they're perfectly harmless and quite cool to look at up close. Cicadas above ground become an excellent food source for birds, bats, mantises, spiders, wasps, along with many other different amphibians, fish, reptiles, even mammals. The cicadas that wait long intervals to re-emerge may do so as a means of avoiding loss to predation, by making themselves a less reliable food source. Also, by emerging in such huge numbers, they can compensate for their losses as to not threaten the survival of the species. So that gives a little bit of an explanation on the need for so many bugs at one time, I guess. But in all seriousness, these singing cicadas are actually pretty neat to hear. And for some of us who get to hear their sweet songs every year, they are the quintessential sound of summer. They go right along with lightning bugs, swimming pools, and picnics. These noisy bugs signal the height of summer and provide a unique soundtrack for a lot of summertime memories. So if you've never gotten the chance to experience these bugs in all their glory, you may want to consider a camping trip to one of the states we mentioned to get a chance to witness them at historical heights. We hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please consider subscribing to our channel and sharing with your friends. Also, comment below and let us know your favorite summertime memory or how you feel about millions of bugs emerging at the same time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And as always, keep questioning. Bye.